right, top 10 characters for the month of July 2021. And I just wanted to thank everyone that came out last month and liked my last month's top 10 video. And we're going to get into it. And we're going to very quickly talk about 6 characters, and then we're going to move on to some other characters. But I very strongly believe right now there are 6 characters that will carry most players through most parts of the game, with the exception of maybe the Doom raids, even if the characters are at low, red, and yellow stars. And that is going to be the Infinity Watch sisters, Silver Surfer, and Kestrel. There's 6 characters right there. And I want to just talk about the Infinity Watch sisters first. So that's going to be Gamora, Nebula, Phyla, and Moondragon. You don't need Adam Warlock, but those 4 together are going to do a lot of amazing things. They're going to be the best team in Arena. They're going to destroy on offense in war or defense. I like to put them on offense. And even if you want to use them in Dark Dimension 4 on the Cosmic Lane, the 4 of them together can auto those 3 Cosmic Lanes in DD4. There is an incredible amount of power creep that occurred Silver Surfer and on. Dial Up Danny over at Scopel Next dialed up the numbers extremely high on these 6 characters, and also to a lesser extent Heroes for Hire, but that's a defensive war team. They won't be on the list, Heroes for Hire. So that being said, run, don't walk, Gamora, Nebula, Phyla, Moondragon, even if you don't have very high stars on them, they're going to be amazing. They don't even need a large amount of T4s. A minimum amount of T4 investment will get them going. Maybe just start off with Nebula's passive, Phyla's passive, and then just do some as you feel like it. They're the best. And it's going to, I mean, you're going to walk over Black Order. A lot of teams are a lot of problems are fixed with this, and they do. And you know, if you're in U7.5, they're gonna work great. Phyla's passive with the drain when they have death proof works well, and you got the revives on Nebula and Gamora, and they're so much more powerful than the other characters in the game. And also, I gotta say, these 6 characters, I believe everybody should have some access to if you were diligent in playing the events. They weren't hard locked. You could get them by playing in the campaign events, or how, you know, they're relatively available. Those are my top 6 characters. Now I want to talk about some other characters because there's some other game modes that are important, specifically Dark Dimension 4 and the Doom raids, but we just kind of got to get those 6 out of the way. We're going to scroll past the next one right here. Next on the list, and this list is now no longer in any important order because it's really about those 6. Infinity Watch sisters, Kestrel and Silver Surfer. They're Silver Surfer. Yeah. And also, as far as red stars and using red star gold promotion credits, Kestrel, Silver Surfer, Gamora, go. Up to 6, they're great. We're still deciding. I'm still not sure about if Gamora is worth taking to 7. Right now, I have to say no, but it's possible that Gamora. But right now, we're seeing massive punch-ups and mirror matches, and I don't know if it's even necessary to have Gamora higher than 6. But yeah, 6 on Gamora, Silver Surfer, and Kestrel is quite okay. Next, let's talk about symbiotes. Symbiotes are very important, and I'm talking about all 5 symbiotes. So here I've got Symbiote Spider-Man, which is the most important symbiote, along then followed by Antivenom and so on. But this is a very important team for Dark Dimension and the Doom raids. They continue to be vital and I use them every day in raids, and they're going to carry you. You know, if you have access to Symbiote Spider-Man and a couple of the symbiotes, you're good to go in most of the Dark Dimensions. Dark Dimension 2 and 3, you're going to get a lot of use out of them. And, of course, Dark Dimension 4. This is not an optional team. This is a team that right now is very important. Now, I'm worried that they're introducing, like bio-specific, skill-specific teams going forward. Right now, they're releasing some skill-specific raid characters, starting with Captain America and Captain America Sam Wilson and Sharon Carter. We're going to see how that plays out. They're also in next patch. They're going to release what I call Daily Missions 2.0, but they're going to be locked behind ISO. There's going to be 3 tiers of difficulty, and those are going to be like a new variant of daily challenges. We have to see what that looks out. I'm just guessing what that's going to be, but we'll have a patch out here in the next couple days. Next is KESTREL. We don't have to talk about KESTREL. KESTREL, in my opinion, is the best character in the game, the best standalone character in the game. And a couple things she does. First of all, you can put her with Infinity Watch team, and you have KESTREL, and she can just delete your opponents. Nebula turn 1, they'll revive on her ultimate. Very powerful. Also, because she is not only tech and skill, that makes her vital in Doom raids. Her and Doom have 2 tags, and it's just a must-have as far as doing the Doom tags. KESTREL is the best character in the game. I believe Silver Surfer is the second best character in the game. And then maybe third is Doom. All of that's subjective. Without a doubt, GAMORA and Infinity Watch is the best team. But as far as standalone characters, I think that as far as plug and play, KESTREL, Silver Surfer, and Doom are better plug and play characters, and they have much higher value in the Doom raids. Next, let's talk about Doom. Again, KESTREL and Doom have 2 tags. Dr. Doom has the tech and the mystic tag, so he's good to go in 2 legs of the Doom raid. Now, a lot of people have said that he's underrated, but he really is vital for the Doom raids. Absolutely. Also, on offense in Alliance War, he's quite unstoppable. Most people, like myself, are opting to put him on defense in War because he'll catch people off guard. If it becomes that Doom is an auto lose, his value on offense is insane. It's insane. So I think there's a lot of value to Doom. A lot of the criticisms of Doom is that he's relatively slow compared to the new characters coming out, and also he's susceptible to Billy Block. Basically, he's not invincible, and that's great. I'm glad that he isn't. But in my hands, he just blows up stuff. He's over the top. And there's no doubt that he's a top 5 character, maybe a top 3 character. As far as individual standalone plug-and-play characters, he's definitely in the top 3, in my opinion. Next, we have to talk about Jubilee. And there's 2 reasons we're going to talk about Jubilee. And when I talk about Jubilee, we're also talking about the Astonishing X-Men. As far as Doom raids, I'm finding that the Astonishing X-Men in difficulty 1 are going to be the most predictable and perform the most consistently inside of the Doom raids. It's kind of a hassle to upgrade Iceman and Kitty, and those are on my list to upgrade to make my time in Doom difficulty 1, because I'm sure they're going to come out with difficulty 2. They just seem to be very consistent. Also notable is that Jubilee is a legendary, and she's also needed to unlock Adam Warlock. So they are definitely an important team, need to be on this list, and Jubilee's an important character. Next, we have to talk about Ebony Maw. Now, Black Order has a hard counter, and Infinity Watch has a hard counter to Black Order. They had one of the longest reigns in the game as being the best team in the game in Arena. And I don't know if I would be investing as heavily as I did when they came out like a year ago, but they still have merit today in a lot of different ways. Firstly, on offense in Alliance War, they run over teams. They're still one of the best teams in the game, without a doubt. Without a doubt. At least maybe second or third best team in the game on offense in Alliance War. Secondly, inside of the Doom raids, I'm getting a ton of value with Ebony Maw and THANOS being excellent raid characters. And I don't know how to get through some of those Mystic nodes without Ebony Maw and THANOS. They just seem to be a great combo right there. THANOS being a battery and Ebony Maw doing a lot of control. And then you'll have Doom there to blow stuff up. So there's still a lot of value to this team. But keep in mind, this is last year's model. They're still amazing, but I without a doubt, my recommendation at the initial part of the video to focus on the Infinity Watch sisters, Kestrel and Silver Surfer, still stands, as those 6 characters right now are going to give you the absolute best bang for buck, even at low red and gold star levels, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Let's move on. Next, we have to talk about LONGSHOT. And when I talk about LONGSHOT, we're talking about X Factor. And partially they're on this list because X Factor is required to get Adam Warlock. But also, LONGSHOT, Shatterstar, probably one of the best duos in the game. They do a lot of amazing things, especially when they're paired up with Zemo. And on offense and Alliance War, they are over the top good because they get a massive amount of damage boost and they do some crazy things. One of my favorite teams. But again, I still think those 6 characters I mentioned at the beginning of the video are the main ones to focus on. But I got to give, I have to say some nice things about Scopel next. Sometimes, like we have to take, to get Adam Warlock, 3 of the requirements are Jubilee, LONGSHOT, and Shatterstar. Those are 3 fantastic characters. I'm not as much of a fan about Polaris and Multiple Men, but they do what they're supposed to do on their team, and it is an exceptional team. And notably also is that there's no 5th member to the X Factor team, and I suspect that team may have another use somewhat later when we find out what the 5th member is going to be, if they do it. They never came out with the Young Avengers 5th member, so I don't know. But, a lot of times people are using Namor or Zemo. Or there's a lot of great characters that you can use, or any of the plug-and-play characters, Silver Surfer, Kestrel, anything you want to do. It's an amazing team. Next, we got to talk about Night Nurse. And Night Nurse is kind of lower on this list. I don't know if I would put her at top of the list. There's 2 reasons why I wanted to put Night Nurse on the list. Is because the Shadowlands team blows me away. Just the other day, I had a 300k punch-up against Sinister in a team, which is amazing. This team, the Shadowlands team on offense in a war, some people are saying is better than Black Order. I don't think they're better than Infinity Watch, but they're definitely do some amazing things. They always impress me. And the 2 team members that are notable on the Shadowlands team are going to be White Tiger and Night Nurse. And the problem with that is that Night Nurse is the only member on that team that really has use outside of the team. She's amazing inside the skill nodes in Doom. She does crazy things. And if you ever fight against the Shadowlands team, like in RTA, Night Nurse is the target to take out first because she does crazy things with healing up the team, removing negative effects, and just really gets White Tiger going. One of my favorite teams, and it would be a mistake not to mention them on the list. All right. Well, that wraps up the list. We had 9 characters to talk about, but we had multiple teams. And I know that there's more than 10 characters. And again, I just want to double down on this idea that Kestrel, Silver Surfer, and the 4 Infinity Watch sisters are the way to go right now. There's still a lot of other characters that have benefits in this game right now. Of course, I think there's a lot of other honorable mentions that didn't make the list that I really wanted to put on the list. Emma, Zemo, Phoenix, Black Bolt, Doc Ock, Ghost. Those are all great characters. But right now with the power creep, I really think those 6 characters and then focusing on characters that help you get through Doom is the way to go. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.